I'm going to try to do. It's Saturday, so it's a little late. Um, Probably won't make it very long because I'm tired. I made ramen. Like I've been trying to make like real ramen, and so I made pork ramen, and it was probably the best ramen I've ever had. So I'm happy about that. I had a full stomach, and I'm sleepy. But wanted to do a little bit more if I could. I feel like I got enough time before I run to bed to just implement to do a second call, repeated calls basically to stock, to be able to, if the top card is already showing here, to be able to move it to the waste pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the data model where I have stockpile available because I'm not using it. I'm going to change that to discard pile. Alright. I don't think I was using that anywhere. Pretty sure I wasn't. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure I wasn't. So now that I have that, that does absolutely nothing beyond some semantics. The first place, I think the main place where stock comes in, if context is blank, input length is 4. If input length is just 1, it outputs stop, and that goes to game master. Here it is. So stock comes in here. If the top of the stockpile is null, is not null, then it should flip it, make it face up. Okay. Now this is if the first thing in stockpile is null, which is to say that the stockpile, still has a card in it, because we could whittle it down to nothing, and so if it's about to be empty, we don't want to try to manipulate it. So what I'm going to do is this gives me a nice hook. It may not be that bad to just now, since I have access to data, if it's not null, then I'm going to add a check in here and say if this is already the case, right? Let's say if it's already face up. If it's already face up, then I want to push data. I want to say data dot what did I just make? Discard pile dot push. I need to make that an array because, yeah. All right. Dot push. And I want to pop this out of, I want to say data dot stockpile dot pop. I want to pop that out of there and push it over to that. Now the thing is, if I'm pushing, it's always going to be at the end, which is fine, which is what I want, because it's going to be the top card. I'm using the end as the top card. So I need to make this else and put this stuff in there. and then have this return true as well. Okay. If stockpile is empty, it'll return false. That'll fail. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now I need to go back to the data model, and this .discard pile needs to be an array. It's going to be an empty array. I can do this. Okay. Let's see if I print it. What is it? Sd dot discard pile. It's an empty array. Length 0. Sweet. All right. So subsequent calls to stockpile. Okay. Now, what I have to deal with though is the fact that if I just did that, okay, what just happened is that that card that was on the top of stockpile, it's still available. It's not until, this is where it gets a little bit more complex, because it's not until that card is covered up, basically, until that card is no longer the last thing in the discard pile, that is no longer available. It's still available, but at that point I need to remove it from availability. I need to find that validate command function, which is where it's in game master, right? Get available. It looks in stockpile, and if it's face up in stockpile, it pushes into available, which is fine. I need to do the same thing which, okay, this is fine, because it doesn't actually, I don't actually need to quote unquote remove anything. I just need to mark it as not being available. I need to set the condition in here. That's the thing, like when I actually go for the restructure of this and actually, you know, rewriting it to be, you know, proper, actually optimizing it in some way. This shows that this module here, this get available, is actually, you know, kind of a good idea. It's well structured in the sense that by it existing, it eliminates drudgery, in the sense that I don't have to go and manually mark this as not available or whatever anymore, because of the way that this works. It is unavailable by merit of its being, of its not being the last thing in the discard pile. In stockpile, when I pop that off of stockpile, exposing the card underneath it that is not face up, it is no longer available by merit of not being face up on the as the last thing of stockpile, and so it makes it clean. So all I have to do here is say if data.discard pile at the index of, how do I handle this? If data.discard pile, I'm gonna do it like this. If data.discard pile dot length is greater than 0, then I want to push onto available data.discard pile at the index of data.discard pile dot length -1. Everything in discard pile is face up, but only the last thing is actually available. Okay, that in itself just looks at if, you know, I don't want it to ever I don't want it to ever access it if discard pile is empty, because I'll get a, an array error or whatever, because it's trying to access an array of length 0. So if the length is greater than 0, it should push the last thing that's on it into the available array, marking it as available. All right, I'm going to save this and prepare to try to walk through this. I'm going to call stock. See if it works. It does work. It flipped it over. Now, I'm going to, if I'm about to issue this stock command again, all right. Oh, I know something I've missed, and that's data display. I haven't refreshed. Okay, I don't have an equivalent display item to handle the waste pile, or the discard pile. How do I deal with that? What is it called? Let's go to the HTML. I called it pile top. That's no longer valid. That's not what I'm using it as. I was thinking of flipping the card over because I'd seen a game arranged that way. I'm thinking of this now as the waste pile. I'm going to say discard. And then save that. I'm going to go back over here to, where was I? That wasn't in command, but that was in display. And what I was calling pile top, this is going to be discards. I'm going to call this discard pile. And then what I'm going to do is, with discard pile, I need to add a child node in it. All right, why did that screw up? Like, what the heezy? What happened? Oh, it changed the ID. So pile top is no longer pile top. It needs to be discard. All right. Let's go back to display. I need to set up the data structures in it. That's the complicated part. Not necessarily complicated, but that's the extra work, because it needs to have minimum 24, because there's 24 cards left after you deal the first 28. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for the foundations, except this time it's going to be 24. And I'm just gonna, yeah, it's gonna be 24 this time. And it doesn't need to be a two-dimensional array. It's only it's just one, and this will be this will be discard pile itself. Discard pile itself is going to get children appended to it, and discard pile is, if I'm not mistaken, a div. Is that right? Discard pile is a div, so it will get children appended to it. All right, and what I'm going to do is at the end of this, down here in refresh, I need to do this. I don't have to really check anything. I just have to check that it's not empty, I guess. If game stockpile is face up, then it's saying draw that. Yeah, I need to check if the last thing in game dot discard pile at the index of game discard pile dot length -1 is not null. If it actually is something. Okay, if it's actually something, then I want to set discard pile dot inner text to game dot discard pile at the index of game dot discard pile dot length -1 dot symbol plus a space plus the same thing dot value. Otherwise, I needed to blank it out. I gotta do this. Because if there was something there and it gets played or whatever, I need to blank it out. I need to actually update it. Otherwise, the inner text should be I can make it a star, just like that. Well, I want to indicate that it's empty. Blah, 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 blah. Let's make it an X and just see what that looks like, how that reads. I want to read that there's nothing there. What if I make it a non-breaking space? How do you actually do? Oh, it has to be inner HTML, I think. Is that true? Yeah, it has to be inner HTML for the non-breaking space to work. And I need to blank the inner text. Because if there was something there, I don't know how that would handle it. Okay. I hate that these don't line up or whatever. It's not about the graphics, whatever. Okay. So that's there. Let's test it. I'm going to say stock. That flips that. Now I'm going to go back to command processor and try to trace what the logic should be for this call to stock. If I enter stock right now, before I hit enter, what should happen? If I enter stock, it should come in here. Context is blank. It's not length 4. It's not length 3. So it sets output to stock, returns back up there. When it returns back up, it gets here. Command was not invalid command. The length isn't 3. The length isn't greater than 3. The length isn't 3. So it does this. It sends out the command array and false. And again, I need to fix that. That comes to game master the do method of game master gets the command array and is from stock was false. The command wasn't move, it wasn't build, and so it skips both of those cases, and it comes down here and it finds stock, case stock. It's right here. It looks in here, it says if the first thing on stockpile is not null, which it isn't, it's going to then check if it's face up. Right now it is face up. So it's going to look at the discard pile and it's going to pop that thing off the top, the face up card, and push it into the discard pile and then return true. So it'll come back with true to command processor, which is right here waiting. This is true. And so it'll set the little text box down here to a non-breaking space. Actual NB SP is showing up because I'm setting the text content of it rather than the inner HTML of it. And also, I think because I'm capitalizing it. Even if I said inner HTML, I think it would probably still show it because I'm capitalizing it. Maybe it doesn't mean the same thing. I don't know. But that's something that's kind of been there all along. Just haven't changed. Okay, so I'm about to hit enter and see if it shows up over here. Let's see. Nothing happened. Oh. Huh. Why did it work that time? Let's try it again. Huh. It works every second time. Hold on. That makes me what's calling refresh. Back in Game Master. When it happens normally. Okay, I didn't call refresh. Refresh only gets called when in the original case, when it's just flipping it over. I didn't call refresh here. I'm gonna save that. Go back. Stock. So 7 of clubs. Stock. What happened? Oh, I said display.fresh. Display dot. Alright, let's try stop and stop. Okay, cool. And this is not flipped over, so stock and stock. Nice. Okay, so it works. I'm afraid to test all the way down to the end. I'm afraid to test all the way down to the end of stockpile. It should be fine. But now this is a great place where I can pick up like Goblin tomorrow, because next I would need to be able to do, I'm going to have to do another command, which would be from waste to wherever. I need to be able to play from the waste pile. Now, it seems to me that I should be able to use that, some of the logic. I'll be able to use the general form of those, because all it's doing is modifying it to this shows like how the structure of my data needs to change. Some things need to be generalized. Right now, it's just literally doing everything manually. If I want to come from the Tableau, I have code that's structured for the Tableau. What I need is some way to indicate, or some way to make clear that, okay, this is even if it's just in the structure of the functions that carry out the action. From the command, when it says move, it should be able to say determine that means that indicates a desire to move within the tableau. And so it calls a function that has all that functionality in there to just move from the tableau or whatever. I'm kind of simulating that with the is from stock and what have you, but it's such an afterthought that the code, like the structure of it is just really rough. So when I come back through for the rewrite, to clean it up, those are the things I'm going to be thinking about, because right now I have to implement, of course I have to implement another command. I don't have to though. That's also how my implementation of it is screwy. I'm saying some different things. You know, it's a lot of typing just to be able to move within the tableau. You know, move to and blah blah blah. It would be nice if, being that each card is unique, there are no duplicate cards. It would be nice if I could just say, for example, I got 5 of diamonds, and it's the only 5 that's out there. It would be great if I could just say 5 to 6, all right, or just 5 space 6, and have it be able to search. You know, now that's getting really convenient. You know, there would be some heavy lifting behind the scenes, in the sense that it would be, I guess in that case, I could just compare values and find a 5. But if it were ambiguous, I could have it return an error and say ambiguous command. So that you have to say, I don't know, 5D6, 6S for 5 of diamonds, 6 of spades, 5D space 6S, and have it be able to do that. That would make it simpler in some ways. But that's kind of, you know, user interaction, which, you know, wasn't really my focus in this. You do want it to be playable though. But those are things I'm thinking about as I approach the rewrite. Let's play this. Let's get a fresh game. Let's play it a little bit. I'm going to build. Of course, I'm about to run into my issue. Let's build diamonds with an ace. I'm about to run into my issue of not being able to put a, not being able to deal with a blank column. If I get to that point, let's move Jack of clubs to Queen of diamonds. Let's build spades with the ace. Build clubs, I'm sorry. Clubs with the ace. Let's move. I don't want to move that 10 because that's going to leave me with an empty column and I'm going to get an error. I'm under no obligation to move that 10. I'm going to do it and crash it, but whatever. Move 10 diamonds to Jack of clubs. And now move 9 of clubs to 10 of diamonds, at which point it will crash on me because I have a null in the thing. If it had been, you know, before, if it had been like the 4 or whatever, I could probably do it. I mean, it'll still work now. I can just say stock. That allows me to flip. And I can say stock to 9 clubs, and it won't let me do that because this empty column is in there. That means I have a null unavailable. Which, how difficult would that be to pull out? If I were to go, what do I have to do? That's validate is in here in Game Master. So what would I have to do? No, get available is where that's happening. What would I have to do? This is saying if J is 18 or the next thing is null. So what happens? It puts a null here. So what I would need to do is say if I could do this, I could say if this is rough, if j is 0, so that only does it there. If j is 0 and if j is 0 and if data dot tableau at the outer index of j at the outer index of I and the inner index of j is 0, is null, then what do I want to do? I want to continue, which will make it basically shut down this iteration and keep going and skip to the next iteration. Let's see. And that would just keep the null out. It's just, that was a wasted iteration. Well, not wasted, but that means that that column is empty. It won't get anything out of it. All right, let's try it. Now I have to try to get a play. Yeah, now I'm actually looking to, empty a column. It'll take forever now to actually have that appear, that opportunity come up. 2, 3, jack. Let's stock it. Just a second. All right. Let's go to stock. That's a 6 of diamonds, so that can go. The column I'm trying to empty out is getting longer rather than shorter. So stock to 7 clubs. Can I do anything else? I can move the 5. 5 clubs to 6 diamonds. Oh, move 5 clubs to 6 diamonds. 8, move 8 hearts to 9 spades. Can't do anything there. So I'm gonna go stock. Stock to spades. Uh-oh. That didn't. My stock to spades command didn't bring up a spade over there. Stock. Still working. Can't do anything with that. Stop. I notice you having to do it twice is not quite proper. It needs to do both things because other queen. It needs to do both, move it and flip the next thing. Shoot, that's 6. Can it go anywhere? Don't have a 7 out. Stock. Oh my god, what is going on here? Stock. It's a 9. No. Stock. It's an ace. Stock to hearts. it's not doing my stock command, my stock to foundations commands. They're not working. They're working. It's returning everything properly, but it's not actually putting them up there. That's no good. But Jack of Hearts. Can't do anything with that. But 3 of clubs. There's no 4s out there. Alright, a 4 of clubs. So my column that I was counting on is going to get longer. Stock to 5 hearts. Now I can move this move 3. Well, yeah, because I don't have a command yet for the waste pile, so I can say move 3 hearts to 4 clubs. Oh, I should have moved that 4. Oh no, I should have moved that 4. Or what? What did I do? Yeah, I should have moved that 4 to there. Shoot. Let's abandon this game. Give it a different one. Jack. That 10 of clubs could go to the Jack. I'm trying to empty a column, for goodness sake. Let's see. Move 10 clubs to Jack hearts. And then move 9 hearts to 10 clubs. And then build. There we go. Hearts ace. Now I have an empty column. Usually I wouldn't be able to play anything because it couldn't handle that empty column. But now I'm going to do move 8 spades to 9 hearts. And why did that not work? I still got a null into available. Game Master line 54. Why is there a null in available? There should not be a null in available. I just changed available. If J is 0, if data.tableau at this location is null, then it should continue. Continue should make it iterate, jump to the next iteration. Like stop there, go to the next iteration. Which would, oh, the column is empty. I don't need to continue, I need to break. Yeah, I need to break this inner and iterate to the next. Okay, I need to break, not continue. Yeah. I need to break and go to the next outer iteration. All right, queen. Shoot. 10. Let's go ahead and build that foundation. Build diamonds with the ace. That 3. Let's go stock. This is 6 stock. Got a jack. This isn't gonna move very quickly the way I need it to. I want to get that 3 of hearts out of there. It might. Let's see. Let's move that jack to stock to queen hearts, stock. It's an 8. There's no 9 there. 8 diamonds. There's no 9. Stock. 5 clubs. There's no 6. Let's just try to get a fresh one. Jack, hearts, jack, spades. There's no queen. Let's build that. Diamonds, build. Diamonds, ace. That didn't give me anything that I can empty out a column. I'm trying to empty out a column that seems simple enough to empty out. Build the clubs. Okay, that king. Oh shoot, that's not going anywhere. That 10 getting out of there. Ace, 3, 9, 10, 3, 7. Let's see. If I move jack clubs to queen spades, move jack clubs to, oh, same color. Sorry. 8. There we go. I can move that 8. Move 8 hearts to 9 spades. Empty column. Now what can I do? Is there any play that I can make? Anything I can do? There's no 7, 6. There's no 5, 3. That queen could go to that king. So move queen spades to king diamonds. Cannot read property suit of undefined now. Back on line 54 again. So it's not null. Now it's undefined. Can I print out, let's see, what's in available? There's no undefined thing in available. There's nothing undefined in available. Oh no, the first thing. 0. Index 0. Okay. Oh. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay. It's leaving an empty space because all it's doing is iterating over it. all it's doing is iterating over it. So what I need to do is this. I need to change available to be just an empty array. And each time I go through here, I'm going to go through each column. What I need to do is I need to say available dot push this, so that it grows and shrinks, because that's what I'm doing here, and that won't leave a gap. Okay, let's try that. Wow. Data tableau is in on line 19. Oh. Alright, let's try this. Perfect. Build diamonds with the ace. And then now, can I make a move? Yes, I can move 3 hearts to 4 spades. And now I can play. I can play on with an empty column. Sweet. So I can build hearts with the ace. I can move 7 spades to 8 diamonds. I can move 6 spades to 7 diamonds. And that's my last available move, so I can go stock. It's be a 9, so I can't do anything with. I need to deal with this having to enter stock twice. It's a 2, but it's a diamond. Can't do anything with that. Oh yes, I can. I can say, and this is, I need to fix this issue. Stock 2 diamonds, and I can't do that. Because before it was working. Stock 2 diamonds. That's coming back as invalid command. What's happening? Command processor. If I say stock 2 diamonds, it comes in, it's stock. What do I get? I say context is blank. Input.length is 3. Context gets set to build. Alright, what? Context is set to build. And so it's allowed to come down here and break, which should cause it to come back around. The first thing is still stop. Context is not blank. Context is not stock. Context is build. So it should get the top of the stockpile, create a card, check if it's a valid card, set it to build, card, and stock. Set this to done, which causes that to break in output. That comes up here. The length of command is not greater than 3. The length of command is 3. If the third thing in command array is stock, it should call controller.do with true for the is from stock. So in game master, it receives, the do method receives the array and is from stock. The first thing in the array is build. So the card should become the second thing that's in the input, and it should validate it. It shouldn't have any problem dealing with that. And then it should come down here. It's build. It comes in here. It sets the suit to the suit of the card that came in. It looks at the suit. In this case, it was diamonds. It is from stock. So if the first thing in diamonds is null, which is not, then it should come here and check this, check the rank. If the rank was one more, then it should call build foundation. Do I have any indicators in here that it actually made it? I have some console.logs. Where's my last one? Console.log test2. Yeah, it should have logged test2. Did it? I don't see test2. Where would test2 have been? Test is there, so that was my last move. Test. I don't see test2 in stock condition, refreshing. I don't see test2 printed anywhere. D-loop and refreshing. And it printed diamonds twice. I don't see. Let's go back to command processor. What is output? Build card stock. Game master got build card stock. It was build. I should have gotten this. Stock to diamonds. Is that not the command? Command processor. Hold on. How am I getting? It's 3. Context is build. Get the top. It's a new descriptor. Which would be the value suit. So that's fine. Includes this is fine. All of my tests are in stock condition. Let me go over to Game Master. Where's my stock condition? Where's that coming from? Yeah, here we go. In stock. If it's not null, if stockpile is face up, okay, I'm seeing in stock. Okay, it's saying it's not face up. But this is if it said stock. No, it didn't say stock. It said it said build. The first thing in there is build. It's input 0. So first thing in there is build. It's diamonds. I get this suit, and the suit is diamonds. Is from stock is true, or it should be. Whoa, what am I checking? I'm checking if the first thing is null, which, right, then that should start building from there. But no, it's not null. There's already something in diamond, so there should be. I should then check the rank, and it should call build foundation with true. Build foundations in solitaire data. I come to build foundation. Got the card in true. Card suit, if it is from stock, in this case it's diamonds. If the first thing in diamonds is null, which it's not. If the first thing in diamonds is not null, what was the condition back over there? If the first thing is null, okay. And this one, if it's not null, then it should push. It should pop it off of the stockpile, and it should push it onto, well, it should, if it's not null, it should pop it off the stockpile, and it should push it onto the diamonds array. Otherwise, if it is null, meaning it was empty, it should pop it off of there and push it. And then return true. What's the end of this? If we made it down here, it should break and then return true, which should be fine. Let's say that it, well, I'm getting refreshing. So it should do that, return true. Let's say that it worked. Let's come back to command processor. When it returns true, where was I? I was here where it was 3. It was, let's see, it was stock. This is true. I'm getting invalid command, which means that it didn't return true. So that puts me back here. It did not return true. Why would it not return true? I need some test cases. I'm getting diamonds printed out 3 times. Where's refreshing coming from? Refreshing comes from data display. Okay. Well, I can do this. I can print out the diamonds array. Let's see. sd.f data f diamonds. There's only one card in there, and that's that ace. So it's not actually getting put in there. So refreshing is coming from here. And where am I getting diamonds printed from? That means that where's diamonds getting printed? It's coming after this. Is that would mean that, because the last thing, command processor, I'm not getting dummy though, so that means this wasn't false. That means that wasn't false. I'm getting invalid command. All right, I'm gonna have to debug. If it wasn't equal to, it should be build, card, and stock when it gets here. The length is not greater than 3. The length is 3. The second thing in there, meaning 0, 1, 2, is stock. So it should call this. If this comes back, the problem is I'm not getting dummy though. What is the case in which this doesn't print? I should be getting dummy and I'm not. How is this printing invalid command? Whatever would have that print invalid command without printing dummy, that's where I am. It's not this. What else would have that print invalid command? When it gets to Game Master, there's nothing else that would have it print out invalid command. That doesn't make any sense. What am I seeing? Stock to hearts, let's say. It just prints diamonds. All right, let's go in here. I'm gonna go through every one of my my logs. Console.log. All right, I got 15 of them in here. In stock, stock con, in avail, loop, C2, found 2, con 1, con 2, test 2, early progress, valid, in stock con. So it's not coming out of here. Let's check solitaire data. Console.log. Let's see. This logs the array. BFH, the array, BFC, the array, BFS. All right, search 1. All right, it could be coming from here. This is in find cards, so but this would be printed in a loop. This would be the value and the suit. So that's not it. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Stockpile. No. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. None of this. Okay, where's the other place? Data display. Console.log. Foundations. Okay, wait. Okay. This would print in a loop though. Child nodes. Okay, that's possible that that's what's doing it. Refreshing. it would have to be this. That just printed diamonds. That just printed diamonds. All it printed was diamonds. This refreshes the foundations. It loops through hearts. If it's not null, sets its value, and it logs child nodes at the index of j. That's in hearts though. So that's not it either. Let's check command processor. Console log. That's a dummy. Operand 1. That's commented out. All these are commented out. This. Oh, okay. That's valid. That tells me that the last thing that's happening is where this gets constructed right here. Either here, can't be here because it would have got logged twice. It's only been logged once. And that would be right here. This is the last thing that's happening. Seems to me like that's the last thing that's happening. How could that be? Stock 2 diamonds. Diamonds gets logged twice, which that sounds like this one. All right. Okay. How would that happen? I come in and it's stock. Context was blank. If the link was 3, context becomes build. It's then allowed to break. It comes back stock. Context is not blank. Context is not blank. So we check this. Context is not stock either. So we check this. In which case it should only happen once. But I'm seeing it happen twice. Let's do a test. Dang it, I'm gonna have to log. I need to get rid of some of my logs. In I'm gonna say in CTX build, and this one is in CTX stock. It's gonna blow my situation, so I need to get an ace. This is gonna be crazy. I gotta fix me having to do this twice. I just need an ace. There we go. Stock 2 spades. That is just the weirdest thing. But it didn't refresh. It didn't refresh. It was in CTX build, like it was supposed to be. Printed spades once. Test 2 unavailable, went through. Now if I do sd.data f spades, there's one card in there, and it is indeed the ace of spades. So it worked. Let's do a further move and see if a refresh happens. Move 8 clubs to 9 hearts. No refresh happens. I have a problem in display then, clearly. There's a problem in display. How could there be a problem there? Somehow I've lost something that was working, so it's gonna be something I changed. And the last thing that I changed in display, the only thing I changed at all, since it's been working, the only thing I changed in refresh was what? I changed, let's see, there was a stockpile. Nothing should have modified though. What's up with spades? For J spades, if F spades is not null, symbol child nodes equals game data F spades. There's nothing. Now something I noticed, I'm seeing refreshing, but this S loop and stuff, none of that's there. Okay. This game F was mod. That's what's doing it. This game F was mod. I didn't even manipulate that. Let's go back to solitaire data and grep this for F was, yeah, mod. Where did I do that? I did that here. Card suit. I did that in build foundation, which it should be using. Oh no, it's not using it because I return. If it is from stock, I return from up there. So I need to do that. Okay. I return from up here. That could be one part of it, but that's not going to be the whole thing because I remember seeing that it wasn't even modifying the data model. Let's go ahead and fix this stock thing because it's driving me crazy. When I hit stop more than once, I needed to do it all in one step. It's wrong for me to have to do it twice. That's happening in Game Master, if I'm not mistaken. When I type stock, okay, it comes in and it, so this was already face up. Then if in stock, okay, if data.stockpile is not equal to null, meaning if the first thing in stockpile is not null, meaning it's not empty. If the last thing in stockpile is face up, go ahead and push that thing onto the stockpile while popping it off of the discard pile. And what I need to stipulate is while simultaneously doing this while simultaneously turning the next thing up, because it implies that the last thing I just did was not playable. Okay. All right. I just need an ace. Stop. Here we go. Stop. There it is. Now stock to hearts. Okay. That works. All right. Let's try to play further. We get 2 of hearts, which of course I have no way of knowing where it is. It's king. Stock to spades. Stock to clubs. 6 of diamonds. Stock to 7 clubs. That works. Which shows up that the next thing I need to do is being able to move whole columns, because I could move the 7 and the 6 over here. No, well, yeah, I do need to do that. I've taken care of the handling an empty column. That was actually a thing I needed to do. Now the main thing, it appears, I made a note of this, so I'm gonna of the things I needed to do. So I'm gonna go refer to that here in a moment. Trying to see if I can get a 2 so I can try to build further. Stock to diamonds. That's all 4 foundations. So if I can just get a 2 of any suit, I can test building up. Okay. Stock to spades. Okay. Stock to spades. Okay. My ranking thing is wrong somehow. I'm in CTX build, which this is spades. Wait. I need to be case build. Oh, in command processor. I'm in CTX build. It creates a spades. It creates a card spades, which means it gets to game master. With build, when it comes to spades, it is from stock. Spades 0 is not null if the rank of card.value. Okay, this is supposed to check that it's now ascending. If the rank of the card that just came in, which is a stockpile card, which is a 2 of spades. So if the rank 2 minus the rank of the last thing in the data F spades array equals 1, meaning if the card that just came in is 1 larger, if the rank is 1 higher, because I'm subtracting this one from this one. So if the length right now is 1, which it is, let's see, sd.data F spades. There's only one thing in there. There's a card. And that's the ace of spades. What's the rank? Okay, 0, and I'm trying to put a 2 in there, so that's 1. Ooh. 1, oh yeah, well, 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, if 1 minus 0 is 1, then it's going to call build foundation with true. Solitaire data. It's going to call build foundation with what? It's going to call build foundation with the card and true. Solitaire data, build foundation, gets the card, and it gets that it's coming from stock. So if it is from stock, it comes down to spades. If the first thing in spades is not null, then it's going to push into data F spades this dot stockpile dot pop, which means it takes it out of the stockpile, pushes it on the data F spades. It's going to break. Set data said it was modified for display and return true. Why was I getting invalid command before? Why was I getting invalid command before? I was getting invalid command So it appears the modification should happen. It would return up here if it is from stock. Let's follow it all the way down. This should come back true. I'm getting stock 2 spades in CTX builds. I'm getting invalid command. Let's go to Game Master. This should get called with a true. Alright. I'm not getting any of this. Alright, so am I back to where I was, basically? But no, I was able to build the aces fine. I was able to build when that makes me think that there's a problem with my conditions, because I was able to build from aces from stock fine. I'm not able to build up from there. So this is going to be build suit value. No, build. It's stock 2 diamonds. Okay, this should be build. Oh, what's coming out of command processor? In CTX build. Build the card and the word stock. What am I getting? Then I'm getting build, but I'm not getting that. If I should get this, that's not happening. Which makes me think my issue's up here. Alright. Command wasn't invalid command. The length wasn't greater than 3. The length was 3. 0, 1, 2. I'm going to put a log in here. in3 condition, because that's where it should be. Stock. Oh man. Build hearts ace. Build spades ace. Now stock just need a 2. Come on. Come on. Build, because this works. I mean, stock 2 diamonds. Stock. All right. Stock 2 spades. All right. I'm not getting. I didn't get what I expected. Cannot set property is face up of undefined. Something screwy is happening. Data F spades. Only one thing in there. That was at 264 of Game Master. 264. Because it got popped. Okay, that's valid. It's already been popped. Something's wrong. It's not since in stock, but what I didn't see was what I expected to see here. I expected to see this. That means this isn't working right. As complex as it is, it makes I'm pretty sure it's not. It's kind of a disaster. Stock 2. Okay, output would be stock. Output should be build card stock. Wasn't equal to invalid command. Let's do this. Let's see where it's going in. Because this should definitely, in 3, that should definitely be there. In 3 more. What's my conditions? This. That. This. In else. All right. Let's stock. Okay, in else. Which is fine. Queen, king, Hearts. Did I get what I expected? In 3, right? In 3 con. That's great. Got what I expected there. Now I need a 2 of hearts. And it's a 2 of spades. Um, 2 diamonds. Build diamonds 2. That works fine. So I have my waste pile going. Okay, what just happened there? I think I may have run out of cards. Was that the case? What is this? SD dot discard pile. Yeah, I just ran out of cards is what happened. Okay, that's what's happening when I'm running out of cards. Alright, that's fine. Because I hadn't dealt with that yet. So I need to refresh. Alright. I'm not even going to mention how I need to make test cases. Not even going to talk about that. It's just great to clubs. Give me 2 of clubs. 2 hearts. Give me 2 of hearts. Okay. 2 spades. 2 of spades. There we go. 2 spades. Invalid command. Okay. What happened? In else. That reveals the problem. It's up here. And it's getting sent false. Why? When I come down here, my command was stock 2 spades. The first thing is stock. It comes here. Context was blank. Input.length was not 4. Input.length was indeed 3. I'm going to put a log in here. Shoulda and was. 3. Context gets set to build. What happens? This was the if. Context was blank. Context was blank. This wasn't true. This was. Sets it to build. That shouldn't run. Neither should that. So it should break. I'm still inside of the while. So I should come back. Do do I have evidence of that? Where's my in stock? I should come back. It's stock. Context is not blank. Here's my NCTX build. That did get called. This is, Well, no, what that means is that, hold on. In stock. Hold on, where is in stock? Hold on. That's coming from NCTX build. Hold on. Here it is. NCTX build happened. Build card stock. Output became that. Done true. It returned output. The only way I can do that is verify that. Should have returned output. NCTX build. It should have returned. I got spades. Wait a minute. Wait. NCTX build. Got card stock. It should check that. Output done true. That should return up here. Command is not invalid. Okay. If command is not invalid command, then it should go in there. It's not invalid command. Okay. If the length is greater than 3, it's not. If the length is equal to 3, I should have seen this. I should have seen this. Why would it be invalid command? Let's do it. Let's grab it for invalid command. What possible places could that come from? There, outside of this. The default. Okay. Let's do several things here. Let's do this. If I get in there, and if I get in here, let's find out. It's going to take some time. Build clubs with the ace. Stock. Stock to diamonds. Stock to hearts. Build clubs to build spades, ace, build hearts to Alright. I passed over some cards like an idiot. I'm gonna reach the end here in a minute. There's no 3. Yes. I can't do that. Alright. Stop to spades. Now, what's the last thing there? D loop, S loop, refreshing in status. I'm getting an error. Okay. And I have found out why. NCTX build spades. Okay. Okay. Includes card.value, includes card.suit. I didn't get here. If either of these was false, status becomes an error. If status is error, then this comes back. However, is that possible? If values.includes card.value, and values is up here. Where's values? Values is right here. Oh, shoot. Well, no. That's a card. Values. Hearts, diamonds, clubs, spades. Wait. When I say controller.get stock top, let's log that. Let's log stock card dot value plus a space and stock card dot suit, the two things that I'm about to use. Oh, wait. It's using card. Well, no, it should use card, which is correct. That's fine. All we can do is log it. Find out what it actually is. Let's see. 186, what have I done? Oh. Okay. All right. Move 9 spades to 10 diamonds. Move 9 spades to 10 diamonds. Jack of spades. I could move that. I can't move columns yet. So let's go to stock. Can't do king. let's go ahead and say stock 2 Jack diamonds, King 8, stock 2 9 clubs, no 9 spades, hearts is at 10, as stock 2 10 spades, 7 is a diamond though. There's no 8, but I can do move 7 clubs to 8 diamonds. That's a 9. I can't do anything with that. Was there a 6? That's a spade. 5. It's a spade. So 4. 7. 3. It's a spade. 2. 8. Stock 2 9 hearts, queen, so king down, 4. Alright, this is a waste. That jack can go stock 2 queen diamonds, stock 2 clubs, 6. I need to get a 2 of clubs. Stock 2 7 clubs, 5 clubs, stock 2 6 diamonds. I really need to be able to move whole columns because I can move that whole column to that jack. Stock 2 diamonds. See, 2 of diamonds. King. So 5 of hearts. Stock 2 6 spades. Oh, that's a jack. Was there a queen? There was, but I can't do it. That's the end. Come on, stock. Jack on stock. It's a queen. It's a diamond though. Stock. 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 See an ace and a 2. Stock 2 clubs. I see 2 clubs. Give me 2 clubs. Diamonds. 2 of clubs. Stock 2 clubs. And let's see what I got. Last thing I got: D loop, C loop, and refreshing. Shoulda and was. 2 clubs, and in status. Wow. It's not the default that's doing it then. It's actually setting status to an error. NCTX build. Context was blank. Should and was 2 of clubs. Start card got the right stuff. Card descriptor spit out the soup. My includes, I'm not getting in here. If value card dot value, it's this outer one that's causing the problem. 2 clubs values does indeed include a 2. Okay, hold on. A 2. It's getting stock top. Now, card, the suit. All right, hold on. Where does these get created? They get created in initializer. When it creates them, it's creating them as actual numbers. Am I correct? Face counter. Yeah. It's creating them as actual numbers. That has never caused a problem before because it's been looking at a card descriptor rather than a card. That's what's wrong. So back in command processor, I need to change this condition to actually just, it'll be more convenient to just have it actually, because I'm actually getting a card this time rather than a card descriptor, in which it's a string in this values thing. So now, I see. Build hearts ace. Okay. Stop. 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 Set queen of spades to king diamonds. Stock. I see 2 of freaking hearts. That can't be that bad. Stock 2 queen of spades. Oh, would you look at that? What a blessing. Stock 2 hearts. Why is it not? Why is it failing? Wait a minute, what did I do? No, it was right before. Card, well, oh, no, I'm creating card. Okay, I'm creating card using stock card.value. And so it's still a string. It's still a actual number. Okay. Okay. I could say parse int. I would have to say parse int. I would have to say parse int. I would have to turn it into a string. Start card.value. That was literally basically what I was doing. I would have to make it an integer. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see, strings. I need to find No, wait. JavaScript reference. Strings. It's a freaking JavaScript reference. String, string, string. I need to parse. I need to turn it into a string. Returns the value of a string object. Value of returns the primitive value of a string. That's going the other direction. What is this toString? That would turn a string into equals string. str.toString. What does that do? Click the button to return the value of the string object. Okay, no, that's not what I'm trying to turn a number into a string. It includes length, prototype, constructor, JS number string. And converts the number to a string. It is used to return a string representing. So I could say card dot value dot to string. Card dot. Wait, no, not there. To string. Do it there. Card dot soup dot to string. And leave this alone. All right, let's try that. Build diamonds with an ace. Build clubs with an ace. Build clubs with a 2. Stock. I haven't handled being able to move a king into an empty slot. So I'm gonna have to skip that. That would be cool though. I need to do that. I got 3 of clubs. Three of clubs or a 2 of diamonds. Two of diamonds. Stock. 2. Got it. That was what it was. Crazy. It was a data type issue. Okay, so and then I get a 3 of diamonds, so I can test it again. Stock 2 diamonds, and it continues to work. All right, very cool. So tomorrow I was about to say, if that was a 4 of diamonds, it's like it's teasing me. That's a spade though. Okay, so tomorrow what I need to do is I need to implement a couple of things. I need to implement going from the waste pile to anywhere. And then I need to implement, the simple implementation will be going from moving a king into an empty slot, but then going from a waste pile to anywhere. And then the big one will be moving a whole column. That's what I can't do. Moving a whole column, king to empty slot, waste pile to anywhere. Then I can just start doing some play testing and starting to do win conditions and being able to handle the stockpile going empty. Starting to handle the stockpile going empty. That'll be tomorrow, God willing. So 3 of spades, 2 of spades, that was all the stockpile. So, I haven't pushed to, crap. I haven't pushed to GitHub in God knows how long. Oh boy. Stockpile. And waste and discard piles partially implemented. Stockpile fully functional. Need to implement play from waste pile. Now waste pile only populated, no command implemented for it yet. Final outlying bits, king to empty column. Oh wait, let me. Stockpile and discards piles partially implemented, and then empty column handled. King to empty column. Waste pile to anywhere. Whole column move in Tableau. Handle empty stockpile and game end states. Alright, stockpile fully functional, need to implement play from waste pile. Right now, waste pile only populated, no command implemented for it yet. Final outline bits, king to empty column, waste pile to anywhere, whole column move in Tableau, handle empty stockpile, and game end states. Alright. So, commit that. And go ahead and push it up. Wow. So, yeah, that's progress. So I'm gonna. Oh no, it's 12 o'clock. Oh my god, I did not notice that. Oh boy, that is regret. Um, Man, I didn't expect that to take that long. Um, Heck, well, whatever. That's this game. It's coming along, almost there. Um, I think the most important thing for now, at least, will be to start off by it'll be more fully functional. I think I'll probably start in the morning with just moving a king into an empty spot because that's fairly straightforward. And then the waste pile, being able to play to anywhere, that's going to take some wrangling because it's going to be about the same thing as the stockpile was. Being the way that I got the code structured, I'm having to build everything, separately. Hopefully, I can find a way to. I don't think so though, but um, and then the big one, um, the big one, as I'm seeing, is going to be moving whole columns. It should still be straightforward. It'll be some sort of a loop to take. It'll just be how to identify um, the top card and then the things after it. So that'll be kind of the big item that will make the game like way more fully playable. And then it'll be those end states, um, when all the foundations are full or whatever, and actually, because this is such a, kind of game of chance, depending on how the cards are organized, whether you'll be able to finish a game, it'll be difficult to actually achieve a game ending state. So I'll have to do a bunch of playing of it uh, to get it there, probably, to actually get a game end, if that's even possible. So until then, can't think of anything else I need to take note of, but until then.